My plan has never worked out perfectly. I was stuck in Morocco for a week.
That's ever happened to me on this trip.
But that's the beauty of traveling.
This is a very lengthy process.
My name's Miles. I'm currently on a solo motorcycle journey from Europe to Asia. And this is my story.
Okay, alright, thank you. Alright. Nothing feels better than leaving for a new place. This is Medina, Fez. Well, today's my last day here in Morocco after spending about 3 weeks, and I am finally leaving and moving on in my journey. About to go to Tangier, taking a ferry from Morocco to Genoa, Italy. Oh. Well, Fez is probably my favorite city out of all the places that I've been to here in Morocco, to be honest. I don't know, I really like the Medina here. I know it's not right to compare city to city because each one has its own vibes. But to me, I feel like Fez is probably my favorite. The old Medina is crowded, you know, but not chaotic. Now today, I'm taking the highway all the way to Tangier from Fez. It's all going to be a flat road, and also I saw the map. I'm going to be riding along the Pacific Ocean or Atlantic Ocean. Spent about 2 weeks in the Sahara Desert and 1 week in the Atlas Mountains. I feel like I've seen it all. The only place that I haven't been was the coast. I haven't been to any of the coastal cities like Casablanca, Rabat, or Agadir, or any other like surfing towns. But you know, you gotta save some for next time. There's always next time, right? So I have no regret. Now up next, I am moving on to the Balkans. I'm going directly to Genoa, Italy, and then go directly into Slovenia once I land. I'm hoping to explore the Balkans pretty thoroughly, although I'm not sure this is the right time to ride a motorcycle in that area. It's still early spring, so there's going to be a lot of rain, and most of the mountain passes are probably still blocked by snow. So I just have to plan my routes carefully. Ooh. I am back in Tangier Med. I got here 2 hours before my departure. Right now is about 3:30. I think that's enough time for me to board. I'm not sure if this is the right gate because there are several different gates, but this one says automobile, so, and the other one says taxi, bus, freight, and other regular passengers, so I guess this is the one. I think check-in is this way. Where's check-in? I'm just gonna go and park here. Okay. Alright.
A few moments later.
This is absolutely the worst that's ever happened to me on this trip. I missed the ferry. How did that happen? So I got here, I went in the information booth, and they told me the ferry check-in is closed, but it's 3:30. My ferry leaves at 5:30, so I thought I got enough time. But he told me the check-in closed 4 hours before, so it closed around 1:30 p.m. and the check-in started at 8:30. But that information was not given to me on the app. Ferry hopper, son of. Like when you open the app, you go into your trip and then you have to click on the e-ticket, and then the check-in and check-out time, or the check-in start and end times, are on the e-ticket. So that was not given to me on the app. There's a few more steps that you have to manually do to see your whole ticket information. And now I'm with a bunch of people at the information booth. I'm not the only one missed the ferry, and I have to change time and date to next week because this ferry from Morocco to Italy, they only run it twice a week, I think. This is freaking ridiculous. And I even changed my date from April 8th to March 25th, and I already paid extra, and I have to pay another extra to change again. The worst thing is I gotta stay in Morocco till 7 days later, maybe. I'm all the way up north. I'm not near like the mountain or the desert anymore. What am I gonna do here? All these cars are in the same boat with me. They were all late to the ferry, and right now we were just complaining to the gate guard, but there's really nothing he can do at this point. It's already 4:30, so he's not gonna let us in. Alright, just got my new ticket. It's March 30th, so I'm gonna stay here 5 extra days. Today's the 25th, so 5 extra days. Man, I can't believe this happened to me, man. It's all the app's fault because on the app you have to click on the e-ticket, and then you will see the check-in start and end time on that ticket. So it requires like extra step for you to do. But outside of that ticket, it only gives you the departure time and arrival time. The departure time was 5:30. So, you know, logically, I thought I can just be here 2 hours prior and that should be no problem. But I didn't know I have to go into the ticket and see the check-in start and finish time. And that's actually the time that mattered the most. And that cost me 75 euros.
Alright, I am leaving. Well, I believe everything happens for a reason. Although it kind of sucks because I just spent so much money changing the dates, and now I'm forced to stay here 5 extra days. And these 5 extra days I gotta spend money on lodging, meals, and probably transportation.
Okay, gotta make sure I packed up everything. That's the bedroom. I'm about to grab all these. Okay.
I am back at Tangier Med port. Now I need to go to gate number 2. They have 6 gates, I think. Only number 2 is for private vehicles. The other ones are for buses, taxis, trucks, and regular passengers. Well, I got here pretty early. It's not even 2 o'clock yet, so I got enough time. I got a lot of time, and this time I'm not gonna miss the ferry, I promise.
I am back at the same place. Now the guy, one of the staff, he came to me and he said, "You were late again." I was literally about to fight him. But then it turned out that he thought I was going to another city in France, but I was not. So, and then I gave him a ticket. It says going to Genoa in Italy, and he was like, "Oh, okay, you good, you good." The check-in starts in 2 or 3 hours. Man, I swear to God, I was about to quit this whole thing and just stay in Morocco forever. But yeah, now I'm about to go to a cafe and trying to have some coffee, you know, rest a little bit, and wait till check-in.
I already got the ticket from the ticket office. Now I'm just waiting to clear the custom. My ferry leaves at 1:30 a.m. It's currently 6:50. So for these international ferries, the check-in normally stops 4 hours prior to departure. So you got to come here as early as possible and make sure you check in on time before the window closes. This is a very lengthy process. They have us parked out here, all of the cars, and then they have that one big machine you saw in the back right there. That's the scanner. They're about to scan all of the vehicles parked in this area. That's the scanner right there. It's a pretty big truck. Woo! Finally, I cleared the custom. Now I'm about to go to the ship. Wow, that took long enough. The sun's about to set already. I think right now it's 7:30 or 8 o'clock, I don't know. Alright, finally. This feels like forever.
I'm inside of the ferry now. Oh, by the way, this is already the next day. Last night we got in here around after midnight. Yeah, around 1 a.m. So it was super late and I was too tired to talk. I share a bunk bed with one other guy. It was supposed to be a 4-person cabin, but we only had 2, so I felt pretty lucky because I had a lot of luggage. I had a lot of bags, and so did the other guy. So with the bags we had, pretty much we occupied the whole room. It couldn't really fit anybody else. I just took a shower and about to go to the cafeteria and have some breakfast. This is the cabin. It's supposed to be 4-person cabin. That's one bed, and then that's a foldable bed where you can pull it down and extend it and make it into a bed. And this side, same thing with this side too. That's my bed, and that's another bed. We only have 2 people here, so got lucky. I don't know if you can see that. Very far in the distance, that mountain back there, this is the Mediterranean. Well, my cabin is actually not bad. It's on the 7th floor. There are 9 floors in total. The 7th is kind of right in the middle, so I'm not feeling any too much of the movement of the ship. and then this is what, after 20 hours now. So far I haven't felt anything, or maybe it's because the weather has been pretty nice, so the waves are not that big. This is the 9th deck. I think this is the Pullman section. So basically, Pullman section is for anyone without a cabin. And to be honest, I was about to do this too, because it's the cheapest. This is day 2 on the ferry. We're making a stop in Barcelona. So I think tomorrow we're gonna be arriving in Genoa, Italy around 9 a.m. So I got one more day. Overall, it's not bad. It's just 2.5 nights, no, 2.5 days. It's only 2.5 days. Plus I got a bed, so it's pretty comfortable. Alright, thank you so much for watching this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.